Hey 143 fam, we're going to be taking a look at your mid-month love horoscopes here. If you haven't checked out your full month of January video yet for love and for your general overview, make sure you do that. For those of you interested in my giveaway this month, I'm going to be choosing two winners. You'll get to decide between a free reading or a free healing session. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. Now let's see what the second half of January has in store in love. Hey Aquarius, this reading is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising in Love, January 15th through the end of the month. Aquarius in Love, January 15th through the end of the month. Aquarius, it feels like there's a miscommunication. It feels like someone may not be communicating. Someone may be interpreting that incorrectly. But I'm seeing or feeling somebody saying and doing all of the wrong things, and that's not their intention. Somebody's intentions are not coming across the right way. So for those of you dating somebody and just getting to know somebody, if they're saying and doing things that are really off-putting right now, but it doesn't seem like it's their true character, someone's just anxious around you, and that's all it is. Give them a break. You may want to communicate with them, though, like, look, this behavior, these things that you've said, this is how this is making me feel, so you may want to, like, tone it down a little bit, and they might just say to you, Aquarius, I'm just really intimidated. I'm very anxious around you. I like you a lot, and I'm sorry, this is just like what's showing up, and it's not even what I mean. So give somebody over the next 2 weeks a break if they need it, if it's something a little bit more simple, especially for those of you in the beginning stage of a relationship. I am feeling some separations here, though, for those of you who had been with somebody for quite some time. It may not be a true physical separation. It could be emotional distance, but I'm feeling a separation around a miscommunication. It does feel like this will get cleared up. It does feel like a reconciliation is likely, but it feels like you may have to wait until February, okay? But let's get a little bit more clarity on this. Aquarius in Love, January 15th. Ooh. Through the end of the month, that like flew out and hit me like throat chakra, okay? Release the X. Of course, that flies out like violently out of the deck. There's some negative energy lingering. For those of you in new relationships, or for those of you just dating, even if you're not exclusive with anybody right now, you know, this person, their energy still lingers. There could be an ex who is putting out energy for a reconciliation, is something that's out there in the universe. If this isn't what you want, if you're not in alignment with this, make sure you take the time to clear this energy. It does feel like somebody could be trying to get you back, and you may not realize that their energy is impacting a current relationship, a new relationship with a new partner. It also feels like it's time to fully release an ex. If you have gone through a separation, you know it's more than just a miscommunication. Something's off, but like permanently off. Something you've been trying to heal that won't heal. It feels like someone needs to close this door. I'm seeing communication. I'm seeing text messages with somebody you probably shouldn't be talking to anymore. It may call somebody back in, and it may not be of the highest good for that person to come back in. Please pay attention to your intuition. You will know. This will not... that message shouldn't be shocking. I think some of you may just be having a hard time, and it may not even just be you. This could be your ex having a hard time accepting that a relationship has truly ended. It feels like maybe somebody expected they would be welcomed back in, like all the way back in, and you may just have guards up now that you didn't have a month or two ago. Someone's feeling shut out here, but again, miscommunication. So if a simple miscommunication caused a breakup, I do see that it's the energy that needs to be released, not necessarily the person. But for those of you who have separated for more serious reasons, Spirit's asking you to have courage to close the door all the way. Center of the reading, we have new love. Someone new is trying to come in, okay? Somebody new cannot come in if you have doors open with an ex. Someone cannot come in if you still even just have that energy lingering with an ex. It feels like Aquarius, this could also be the partner, okay? This could also be the new love that you are trying to call in. It feels like somebody doesn't even want to have a month or two, a week or two, a day or two alone. It's like someone needs to bridge this gap completely. Uh, yeah, Spirit's saying like bridging a gap, like literally still having a foot here while still trying to open a door here. And Spirit comes through very strongly, like it's not going to work like that. So if you feel like this is you, have the courage to completely close the door with the X. Don't ask new love to come in. Don't ask new love to come in and wait for you if you still have loose ends with somebody, okay? Make sure you are cleansing that energy though, because something is blocking new love, I feel, for many of you. Unrequited love, okay? So on both sides of new love, we've released the X and unrequited love. It does feel like you may be done, you may be over someone from the past, and they are not over you. Like it is one-sided love. This person really feels like they want to come back into the picture. You may be dating somebody, and that could be something that new love is experiencing. So if you don't feel like your ex is trying to come back, you may be dating somebody new who's at this crossroads, really wanting to move on with you, but sort of dealing with some guilt with this person that maybe they don't really love back anymore. Someone, it's either you or the new partner has emotionally moved on from, but they haven't moved on themselves. So I do recommend some of you getting some energy work done if you feel like it's particularly difficult to close a door, especially if you keep trying and then someone from the past keeps trying to open it back up. Even just that one text message saying hello, the energy of that is creating some sort of a block here. Release the X is clarified by worth waiting for. It feels like love, new love, is worth waiting for. Closing this door completely. Having faith, trusting the universe is about to align you with somebody vibing a little bit higher. I also feel like for those of you who are waiting for somebody else to release the X, they do feel worth waiting for, but not too much longer. I'm feeling somebody in the mix waiting too long. Perhaps the separation because of that. Again, somebody saying and doing all the wrong things. If you're asking somebody to wait for you, but you're still speaking to the X, somebody's not clueless about that. Somebody may step out of the picture. You may step out of the picture because somebody just isn't ready to be with you right now. And I feel somebody maybe not communicating those feelings. And you may wind up closing a door on somebody who should come in. New love, clarified. You deserve love at the center. This feels very emotional. Even if you're in the beginning stages of a new relationship, there's a lot of emotion. This could be past emotion. This could be what still needs to be cleared from the ex. Very emotional. Somebody in the mix is very emotional, even if it winds up being the ex. It feels like somebody's emotions, sort of like this, like violently hitting me in the throat chakra as it flies out of the deck. That's the kind of emotion. It's almost like possibly like a violent outburst. And I don't mean physically violent, but like really turbulent emotions. Perhaps somebody saying something really hurtful from that place of those really turbulent, uncontrolled emotions. It's still better to get it up and out, but that could also be the cause of a miscommunication at this time. Don't push away new love because there's old energy lingering. Try not to hold new love accountable for what somebody else has done in the past too. Okay, so we have unrequited love and stay optimistic about your love life. For those of you who are single, whether you're dating somebody now or not, you may not feel like you have anybody, any new prospects or anybody that has really caught your eye. It's because you're afraid of this. Like somebody's afraid of repeating this, opening up to new love, only to realize it's one-sided, only to realize that there isn't enough chemistry to maintain it. You want to work on those fears and cleanse that. So some of the release your ex energy, it's not just about the person. It's about releasing the fears. It's about releasing the insecurities and staying optimistic. Someone needs healthier affirmations out there. I'm seeing somebody constantly affirming to universe that love doesn't work out, that love is one-sided, that love is negative, that healthy love is just never going to come in. Even if that's just the conversation you're having with friends, even if that's just the conversation in your head, That is something that universe is picking up on. So it is time to shift the energy to something a little bit more positive. You know, a lot more positive. Spirit's like, a lot more positive. Healthy affirmations. Affirm that you deserve love. Affirm that you are lovable. Affirm that it is of the highest good to call a new love that is fully fulfilling to you, fulfilling to them, mutual love, really healthy physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual chemistry. You know, it's interesting. I feel this energy of someone sort of like resigning, like, okay, I really had high hopes and this just isn't going to work out. Now is not the time to give up. Don't give anything up over the next 2 weeks unless there's already been a separation ongoing for a while. Crowning your reading is it is safe for you to love. There's somebody safe in the mix here. We have new love at the center. See, this person feels really good for you, Aquarius. You may be dealing with a new partner who's not sure if you're safe, okay? So for those of you who may be cross-watching, Aquarius comes through as very safe. Aquarius comes through as possibly even a little more ready. Because I do feel like for some of you, Aquarius, this ex isn't yours. It feels like somebody else's ex, somebody else's family, something external for the other person may be interfering with good love here or potential good love here. Bottom of the deck, finances and career. I feel some worry around money. Now, again, this may not be yours. I feel like if you are married or you're in a long-term relationship with somebody, it may not be X energy. It feels like you may be going through a tough period of time because somebody is concerned around money and they're bringing stress home. And it is impacting the health of an otherwise healthy relationship. Again, turbulent. I keep feeling like these really, really intense, sort of violent emotions. And when I say violent, again, I don't mean like physically violent emotions. I just mean outbursts. Something that is just so intense that it cannot be buried. It's just going to come out. It's going to be said at the wrong time. It's going to be said the wrong way. Someone's going to shut down at the wrong time. Like there's just going to be something abrupt about it. Money's going to resolve for those of you who have fears around finances right now. I am feeling possibly a new job, something new showing up. But again, Aquarius, this doesn't necessarily feel like you are worried about money. This feels like more a partner in the mix. There could be a partner worried about money and they don't know you well enough to share that, especially if you've just met them. So they may not have that conversation with you. But again, it's being communicated as, all right, they've pulled back. Maybe they're not safe. Maybe you shouldn't stay open to them. If somebody feels like they're acting out of character, communicate that with them. Let them know that it's safe to open up to you. Let them know that they can communicate with you and that they won't be judged and that you can be a support system. Again, for those of you cross-watching, it feels like Aquarius wants to love somebody right now. It feels like Aquarius may actually be a little bit more ready to take a step forward than the other party. Again, especially for those of you in more of the beginning stages of relationship, but there's something holding somebody back. Also, Aquarius, hold space. If someone needs to talk to you about this, about how they felt unsafe in an old relationship, understand that it's not that they're not over this person. It's just that there are some fears lingering. If they can open up, you hold safe space for them to do that. They're going to be able to release that and move on. Somebody feels ready to love come February, but these next 2 weeks, I don't know. There's some sort of separation here. There's some sort of like wait period. It will resolve though. I feel like these 2 weeks will go by quicker than usual for you, so it doesn't feel like you're going to be suffering through the next 2 weeks waiting on a partner to come in or waiting on somebody to come back, but there does feel like a wait. I do see somebody waiting a little bit longer, but not too much longer. Something needs to be resolved by the time you get to February or by, say, that first week of February, or someone's going to step out of the picture, even if this new love is good love, because you feel like you're ready to love right now, Aquarius. Like the dominant energy that comes through for Aquarius is that Aquarius is optimistic about love. Aquarius has cut the cords and closed the doors with exes. Aquarius feels ready to love. Aquarius feels very connected to self-love too. But somebody in the mix does not feel quite as ready, okay? So extend some patience. Let whoever this is know that they can speak to you without any judgment. That's going to get the ball rolling again, okay? If you feel like something just like stopped and you have no idea where you stand with somebody, let them know that they're safe speaking to you, opening up to you. Make sure that you're not just saying that, but that's actually true, which for Aquarius, I know how supportive you'll be for your partner. If you feel like you need that in return, okay, well, maybe you do have some lingering fears and some issues or concerns around money. Make sure that this person, this new love, even if it is beginning stage, make sure that they're able to show up in a safe way for you so that you can communicate. Because if you feel like you cannot communicate with this person right now, even though I am picking up miscommunication energy, if you feel like it's not safe to disclose that you have some fears or maybe some issues or external things, this person may not be the best match, okay? This new love comes through a safe love, okay? So you're safe for them, they're safe for you. There's certainly chemistry, but communication needs to be cleared up. Someone may just need to open up a little bit more, but communication needs to be cleared up and needs to be a little bit more direct. All right, Aquarius, if you feel like you need more clarity than this, reach out to me. I'm available for private readings. I'm available for energy healing. I will be back for February, your full month of February reading on the 1st. But in the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, light, gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.